the wheel of your car.
Probably during the day when you can see everything around you. But in our state, you're 5 times more likely to be in a wreck in the middle of the afternoon. In a special report tonight, KOMO's Jim Snyder looks at a solution. We call it reckless driving, a new approach to avoiding accidents.
Rush hour traffic. A hectic, sometimes dangerous guessing game. You never know what the people around you are going to do next. Too many of us try to do too much when we drive. We talk on the phone and with each other. We catch up on meals. We smoke. We daydream. Sometimes it seems like our minds are on everything but driving. And this is the result. People run into each other, and their wrecks slow down the rest of us. State traffic stats show 1/3 of all accidents are caused by either driver inattention or by people who follow too closely to react when something goes wrong.
We were all taught to queue up behind the car ahead of us, 2 to 3 second following distance.
Ken Coffin is one of the safest drivers you'll ever meet. He teaches defensive driving, and he's out to change the way we act on the roads.
The first step to safer driving is really pretty simple. It's just to realize that when we drive, we tend to act a little like cattle. We pack up in herds, and behind every herd is an open pocket of empty space.
You can see it right here, an open pocket, a herd of cars, and then another open space. The same thing shows up every morning on the DOT cameras. Here's a herd, and here's a pocket right behind the pack. But Ken Coffin surfs those pockets.
This is really what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You've got space. You could go right, you can accelerate, you can decelerate, whatever you need.
I can take any exit I want. I've got 5 lanes to choose from.
Maybe you're a little skeptical. You're thinking, come on, our freeways are way too crowded for this. Fact is, many times it only looks crowded because you're stuck in that crowd. We put 150 miles on the car up and down I-5 during heavy Friday afternoon traffic. And as you can see from the air, Ken stays in that pocket whenever he can. That way he has room to move in any direction to avoid any unpredictable drivers.
How can anyone get a piece of you if there's nobody around you?
Now, this doesn't mean you have to get stuck behind slow-moving cars. By staying back, you have a better vantage point on the traffic flow up ahead. You can watch for your best chance to pass the pack and then pull forward into the next pocket.
Yeah, don't be satisfied with bare minimum. Be a glutton for space. Be greedy about it.
He says if you start pocket surfing, you'll get where you're going just as quickly as everyone else. You won't be as stressed out when you get there, and you'll get there in one piece. Jim Snyder, KOMO News 4.
Pocket surfing works well on a freeway, but what about surface streets? Tomorrow on KOMO News 4 at 5 o'clock, Jim will take a look at another way to avoid accidents called street tag.